Well, hello. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every day to help you in growing your real estate business. I hope you meet with me every day. You're subscribed here and you're actually following. Today, we're going to talk about the market crash that is currently happening, the recession that is currently happening, all of the BS that's out there about what is a recession, what is not a recession. Is the market really slowing down? Is it fine? Everybody trying to turn it into politics, everything else. Let me give you the facts here. We are absolutely in a recession, and it will get a lot worse. A lot worse. Now, let me tell you what I mean by that, because we are at the point right now, and I'm going to share my screen and show you this, by the way. We're at the point right now where literally the government is actually trying to change the definition of the word recession. So to be clear with you, the recession, according to the dictionary here, is a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a fall in the GDP in two successive quarters. We're already in the third quarter. We are already there. It's already happening. By the actual definition, the United States of America is in a recession. We know for sure that the housing market has decreased, has dropped, has essentially fell off the face of the earth much more than anyone is willing to admit. Listen, I know you were getting 10 offers on every listing in one day. I now know you're not getting 5, you're not getting 4, you're not getting 1, you're not getting showings, and you're literally reducing the price rather than seeing if you can get 50,000 over or 100,000 over. It has changed drastically. I was just looking this article here, and if you were on my training the other day, we were talking about this. The U.S. is suffering from the second biggest home price correction since World War II. This is according to Fox Business. So is suffering from the second biggest home price correction since World War II. Now, according to NAR, as quoted in a couple of these articles I was just talking about, according to the National Association of Realtors, they've seen the biggest drop month over month, or this month versus this month last year. They've seen the biggest drop since they started tracking housing numbers, since they began the scales that they use and the tracking that they use. This is the biggest drop they've ever seen, even more so than the 2008 crash. Now, I don't think it'll go that low, but the number of home sales, the changes that have happened, the number of price changes, that type of thing, this is the biggest they've seen since they started tracking numbers. That's the fact of what's going on today. So all the people that want to try and make it political or what they believe, or I don't think there's a recession. Like, what do you mean you don't think? It has nothing to do with opinion. It has to do with actual facts and numbers. We're now seeing tens of thousands of people getting laid off, which is literally reducing the GDP, that is literally reducing the amount of production that we will have, because tens of thousands of people are being laid off. So there's no question the market's crashing. Big deal. That's good for us. That's going to help us in making more money. And by the way, let's apologize to all the homeowners that can't get 100,000 more than their property's worth now. That doesn't even make sense, right? Like, yeah, now you're actually going to get market value. That sounds like a balancing of the market. I'm okay with that. However, what that means is there will be a great washing of the masses. There will be tens of thousands of agents that leave the business. This is going to continue for quite a while. I'll get into my my own opinion slash predictions that are going to happen. And I do believe that only the strong are going to survive. Only those that are willing to adjust and get trained on what works today. You know, you've heard me use the analogy before. Anybody can catch fish during a salmon run, right? When there's salmon swimming upstream and they're running over top of each other, they're coming out of the water and they're all over the place, scoop and score. You don't even need bait. You don't even need a fishing hook. You need a net. And you can catch them by hand. Hell, a bear catches them out of the air, swats it out of the air. So it's real easy to catch salmon during the salmon run. When that's over, you better be good at fishing. You better have really good bait. you better know how to keep them on the hook to bring them in. This is where we're going, and only the best agents, or the agents that are trying to get really good, are going to do well in their real estate business. Of course, I know anytime I'm doing a morning meeting, I'm going to have the blinds, the sun comes in on me. I'm up at my Ohio property, and we have sun like 13 minutes out of every day. And it always happens to be right now. Otherwise, it's cloudy and overcast. But that changing of the market is a good thing. It's you already saw from 2008 to 2012, there were more agents getting rich. I mean, just making huge, hiring staff to keep up with all of their business. It's a lot better for agents that know what they're doing and know how to make their adjustments. With my inner circle coaching, we have a phenomenal 12 things that we're going to be doing to adjust for this market. I'm doing essentially what I would call a master class, like really diving deep on 12 individual topics that are going to help agents to create a lot of wealth, a lot of success for themselves, and position themselves to be ready for those market changes and those market opportunities when they come up. I can't tell you how many agents, back in 2008, 9, 10, and 11, we're saying, man, if I had good credit and a couple $100,000 at my disposal, I'd be making huge money. I could buy short sales. I could be flipping these homes. I can get homes at half price. Well, you weren't ready when the last crash hit bottom. I hope you're going to be ready this time. My personal opinion is November 6th, 2024 will be the greatest wealth accumulation we've ever seen in the United States of America. I think the stock market will continue going down. And by the way, I'm a major investor myself. I think the stock market will continue going down. And the day after the next election will be the largest increase in American history for the stock market. Now, mark it down here that I said it, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab this video on November 7th and I'm going to say I was a genius. And by the way, it's just my opinion, and I can't give financial advice, and you should always check with a licensed professional and whatever. But my personal opinion is there will be a lot of my friends and fans and that type of thing that have positioned themselves, that have taken advantage of what happens here, where we can help a lot of families and we can do a good job for them over the next year and a half, 2 years, whatever, so that they're positioned the right way for when that hits. And when that hits, I truly believe that based on things that are happening right now and where the market's going and what the economy looks like, and unfortunately the consumer confidence that we deal with and all of that, I truly believe that that day will be the greatest gain in American history, as long as your great, great, great grandma has been alive or was alive. I truly believe that's going to happen. Now, again, that's just my opinion. That's what I'm positioning myself for. But I know you can make a lot more money when there's blood in the streets. I know you can make a lot more money when there's carnage and there's the part-time realtors or the agents that aren't really serious about what they're doing, or they were just depending on friends and family or whatever. Those are the agents that aren't going to make it when it comes to the lean times. As Warren Buffett always says, you never know who's swimming naked until the tide goes out. Well, the tide is going out. So you can look at all of the, and by the way, it's real simple. If you want to believe everything's great in the world and the economy's fine, all you got to do is go to CNN. If you want to believe that it's horrible and the world is ending and everything's going to catch on fire by midnight tonight, then you just go to Fox, because it's all political nowadays, and that's how they get clicks. You know what I care about? Real numbers, real stats, the actual facts of what's going on. I don't believe either side is right, because I believe both are swayed. It has nothing to do with politics. Like, if we're in a recession, we're in a recession. I don't give a damn who's in the White House. It doesn't matter. But we need to know how to position ourselves as a licensed real estate agent. So you need to know where the market's going, what to do, and how to handle yourself the right way, how to position that business. So for all of my inner circle coaching members, the next 12 big, what I'm calling master sessions that we're putting together, are on very specific topics that are going to be timely and profitable and very useful for your individual real estate business. So I am going to be getting those together. And of course, you get all of the recordings too. So you don't have to be on the calls live. You'll get all those recordings. But this is really about, what are you doing every day to make sure you're making the money that you should make? I think if I keep talking, this light is eventually going to, oh, it's going this way. It'll eventually be out of the way. I knew it was going to happen. It'll be cloudy as soon as I end this. But anyway, this is something that can make a big difference for you and getting you to know the truth about what's going on in the market. I did a Facebook Live the other day, and I said something about us being in a recession, and somebody said, "We're not in a recession." Genius. I think that's literally what I replied to. Genius. Okay, yeah, you're not in a recession. Why? Because you read that somewhere, because you heard that somewhere, or because you actually looked at the numbers that showed you. Oh, our real estate market is fine. It's more balanced now. Okay, is that what you want to believe? Is that what your broker told you? Or did you actually look at the numbers to see that NAR said this is the largest drop they've seen since they started keeping stats? Let's know the truth here. Let's be honest. Let's be forthright with our customers, and let's look at it as an opportunity. It's still, look, I don't care if the market goes way up or way down. There's always going to be people moving. If the market is crazy good and homes are selling for 300,000 over asking price, they're going to sell here and buy here, and they sell here and buy here, and they sell here and buy here. If the market gets horrible and there's people living in tents and there's homeless and there's no jobs and it's the worst we've ever seen in history and it's the next Great Depression, those that are here are going to sell because they got to buy here. Those that are here will sell because they got to buy here. And those that are here will sell because they need to go rent. And those who are renting will move in with mom. It's always going to be good for us. We are licensed real estate agents. Regardless of the economy, you need to know how to position yourself the right way. So you don't want to believe all the hype, all the comments, all the stuff that gets into us through email, social media, brokers, government, or otherwise, and everybody's fighting over what is what. You know what I believe? Accurate data. That's what I believe. Accurate data. I don't believe somebody else's opinion. So we are going to see a massive change in our real estate market, in our realtor community and real estate agent community. We will see some changes there, but what you need to focus on, don't worry about what's going on in the White House. Worry about what's going on in your house. I think that's going to be the key for you here, is to worry about what's going on in your house, how you're implementing what you need to do to help enough buyers and sellers that you can build wealth for yourself and position yourself. So when there is a rebound, because with every down is an up and with every up is a down, when there's a rebound, you were positioned the right way to do that, right? Do you want $100,000 invested and then it goes up way tremendously, or do you want $1 million invested and it goes up tremendously? Percentage is percentage. I would rather get a percentage on a higher number, obviously. So I want you to think about how you need to be positioning yourself. If you could learn 12 things that would help you in growing your business, what would they be? What are your thoughts on where the market's going, how you should be positioning yourself? I'm actually curious. If you're still watching at this point, you were watching since the sun was all the way over here. Now you're watching that it's over here. If you are still watching, let me know in the comments here, where do you think the economy and the real estate market are going, and how should you position yourself? You can answer any of those three or all three. Where do you think the economy is going? Where do you think real estate is going? And how should you position yourself? I'd like to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. And if you are an Inner Circle coaching member, you'll be excited to know we've got some awesome master classes that we're putting together for you this year. I know it's going to help you tremendously. And by the way, there should be some links in the comments here in the video description to help you out if you're not an Inner Circle member with us, just to get you some free content and helpful educational stuff here. But I think the big key is knowing the truth about, what I call the no BS truth, the straight shooter. That's what I kind of consider myself, the no BS real estate agent coach, is, where's the market going and what do I need to be doing here? If you get that kind of truth, you can get that every day on our morning meetings here. Hopefully, I think I said morning meetings. Make sure you're following this channel here and you turn on notifications. I think you ring the bell to turn on notifications, but you need to be seeing this kind of stuff every day. You need to be growing your business the right way. So I think you'll find it very helpful to stay in tune with what's working today. But let me know in the comments here. What are your thoughts about this? Where's the economy going? Where's the real estate market going? And how should you be positioning yourself? Those of you that are coaching members, you're going to get 12 deep dive sessions where we're going to be building together with you, for you, to grow your business the right way. So don't believe the hype that's out there. Look at actual facts, actual stats, so that you can make decisions to position your business the right way. I'm excited to have you on board with us. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. And thanks for joining today's morning. Oh, by the way, I got a really cool topic tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out how to even make it tie into real estate. I'm going to have a little bitching session, complaining about some things that I don't like. So I'll do a little bit of a rant tomorrow. Make sure you're following. Check the dates on the video and look at the next one if you're watching at a later time. But I think you'll enjoy this rant, and you'll probably agree with me on a lot of the things I'm talking about. So we'll talk about it then. It might be controversial. That's what I like to do. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.